Hello and welcome to TradeFlow Television,
bringing you valuable analysis and actionable intelligence
through the global commodity markets.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets. China booked its biggest purchase of U.S. corn yet, the U.S. Agriculture Department said on Friday, as the country tries to meet a surge in demand for animal feed. USDA said that private exporters reported the sale of 2.108 million tons of corn for delivery to China in the 2020-21 marketing year. It was the second biggest daily sale on record, eclipsed only by a deal for 3.72 million tons to the USSR in January 1991. It also topped China's previous biggest purchase of 1.937 million tons of corn in July 2020.
Lithium prices in China had their strongest month in more than 5 years in January and are set to climb further as demand from booming electric vehicle (EV) sales begins to outstrip supply. Spot prices for lithium carbonate, used in rechargeable batteries that power EVs, soared 37% in China this month, the most since December 2015. They stand at an 18-month high of 72,000 yuan a ton, as assessed by Asian Metal, compared with 6-year lows of less than 40,000 yuan in August. The rally could herald the end of a 3-year downturn on the lithium market, where oversupply sent prices plunging and stymied investment in new projects.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
U.S. renewable fuel credits climbed on Friday to their highest level in at least 7 years, traders said, on higher crop costs and as the market bets on a renewable fuel push from President Joe Biden. U.S. renewable fuel D6 credits for 2021 traded at $1.13 each on Friday, traders said, the highest since at least 2013, the earliest recorded data on Refinitiv Icon. Biomass-based D4 credits traded at $1.17 each, highest since 2016. Biden entered office with promises to increase use of cleaner fuels, while also throwing his support behind the Renewable Fuel Standard, a regulation that requires refiners to blend biofuels into their fuel mix or buy tradable credits, so-called RINs, from those that do.
Investment in Colombia's oil and gas industry fell 49% to $2.05 billion last year, the lowest since 2016, with exploration investment sliding as the coronavirus pandemic slashed global fuel demand, the Private Producers Association said on Friday. Spending on exploration projects fell to $350 million in 2020 from $780 million in 2019. The total was 62% below estimates made at the start of last year, the Colombian Petroleum Association, ACP, said in a report. Similarly, production investment dropped to $1.7 billion last year, down 48% versus 2019 and significantly below the forecast $4.05 billion, the ACP said.
Next, we have the top news in metal markets.
Premiums for imports of copper into China have jumped to their highest in more than 5 months as rising waves cause disruption to shipments from top producer Chile. The northern port of Angamos, which handles cathode exports for state-run copper producer Codelco, has been closed for most of January due to a sea swell, affecting a significant amount of shipments, 2 sources with knowledge of the matter said, declining to be identified due to the sensitivity of the matter. In China, the closely watched Yangshan copper premium, paid on top of London Metal Exchange prices for physical delivery of cathodes, is up 19% so far this year and was last assessed at $72 a ton.
Copper prices came under pressure on Friday from profit-taking on long positions triggered by the higher dollar and concern about demand in top consumer China, but historically low stocks helped limit losses. Benchmark copper on the London Metal Exchange was little changed at $7,870 a ton at 17:02 GMT. Prices of the industrial metal are down nearly 5% since hitting an 8-year high of $8,238 earlier in January. Some of the funds were very long, the dollar is up and there is a long Chinese holiday coming up, a trader said. We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector. U.S. corn futures rose more than 2% on Friday and set a multi-year high after China booked its biggest purchase of U.S. corn to date, fueling expectations of tightening global supplies. Wheat futures also rose about 2%, chasing corn higher, and soybeans firmed as well. Already the world's top soy importer, China is buying corn to help rebuild its massive hog herd. Chinese corn imports could climb to between 25 million and 27 million tons in the current 2020-21 crop year, including up to 20 million tons from the United States, Dan Boss, president of Chicago-based AgriSource Co., said this week.
That is all for today's news on the commodity market. Stay tuned to TradeFlow TV as we continue to provide you with more updates. You can also follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow TV1, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop.